Sensation and ADHD in Youth is written and narrated by Renee Sherbahn, an undergraduate student at Arizona State University, currently in her senior year. He is expected to complete a Bachelor's of Science degree of Psychology in May 2023. According to the organization, children and adults with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, neither the American Psychiatric Association's Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders 5th edition, abbreviated as the APA's DSM-5, nor the International Classification of Diseases, lists sensory processing disorder as a condition with definitive diagnostic criteria. The DSM-5, however, does include disproportionate sensory reactivity as criteria for autism spectrum disorder, a neurodevelopmental disorder impacting especially social and learning skills. Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD, is another neurodevelopmental disorder described in the DSM-5, and it too correlates positively with neuroatypical sensory processing. An article of the journal European Child and Adolescent Psychiatry's 30th volume, published in 2020, found that half of children with ADHD have neuroatypical sensory processing qualities compared to 12% of children in the general population, revealing a strong positive correlation between the developmental disorder and atypical sensory processing. The 2021 World Federation of ADHD International Consensus Statement lists causes of the disorder as combined effects of genetic and environmental conditions, with each condition having a minimal effect on its own. Causes of sensory processing dysfunction are unknown, but atypical sensory processing is often secondary to developmental and anxiety disorders. ADHD is characterized by the aforementioned international consensus statement as manifesting mainly in inattention, impulsivity, and hyperactivity, with inattention being the most pervasive symptom into adulthood. Sensory processing dysfunction is generally characterized by excessive or deficient sensitivity to sensations such as sound, taste, sight, smell, and touch. From its 2021 volume, the Scientific World Journal published an article that described ADHD's potential to affect activities of daily living, such as social interaction and school participation. The journal Developmental Medicine and Child Neurology's 50th volume includes findings of a negative correlation between sensory modulation dysfunction, a form of sensory processing dysfunction, as assessed by the short sensory profile, and participation in childhood occupations as assessed by a questionnaire, indicating that sensory processing dysfunction significantly impacts activities of daily living. Amphetamines are typically prescribed for ADHD, but a 2021 article from the 30th volume of the Journal of Child and Family Studies also demonstrates the ALERT program for self-regulation's effectiveness and the implementation of sensory motor strategies and consequent reduction of ADHD symptoms. While neither ADHD nor sensory processing dysfunction is widely considered preventable, a 2015 article published in Health Education's 115th volume shows that behavior modification and attention training significantly decreases problematic ADHD-related behavior. BMC Psychiatry's 18th volume contains an article detailing the benefits found from an online coaching and support model for ADHD, including its written format, convenience, and immediacy. Adolescents with ADHD are at considerable risk for sensory processing dysfunction, which can manifest as hypersensitivity to sensations or deficient detection abilities of sensory stimuli. This dysfunction often facilitates overstimulation, resulting in heightened levels of stress or inattention, and understimulation, resulting in sensation-seeking behaviors or deficient sensory detection skills. While little consensus on the relatively new concept of sensory processing dysfunction exists in the field of psychology, ADHD is a well-established and defined developmental disorder, with many treatments and support systems available for those diagnosed with it.